Testing. Sound. Sweet. Laser. Right, it's laser time today. We all love laser time, and I'm going to show you how to make a laser like this. Pretty cool laser, right? You can even change the detune. See? Undetuned. Mega detune. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to make it in massive, because I love lasers and I love massive. I also love massive lasers, so I'm going to show you what I did. And I've been calling this Alvin Risk laser because it sounds a little bit like the lasers he likes to use, like in I don't know, his Diminishing Turns remix or all sorts of his stuff. It's one of the trendy things that's going on right now. It's like lasers like you'll hear like some of that going on, you know what I mean? Yeah, you do. And kind of pretty simple, but there's a few basic things that if you're pretty new to this whole dance music dealy or just raging music thing, you might not know what to do. So right, that's enough talking shit. We'll just start. So I'll turn everything off and then turn it all back on, and then yeah, you'll see how it grows. So open up a new sound, and then you want to click that button which is in OSC. And basically, if you don't know what that button does, click it. I've explained that to you lots of times before. Just click it. If you don't know what it does, click it. Done. Next, go to envelope 4, which is the amplitude. Personally, for this kind of sound, I want the attack way back, like instead of. Although sometimes if you have it like there, it can sound cool, but whatever. What's kind of a little bit important is you have like the peak there and it goes down a bit. Yeah, cool. That's the amplitude. It's worth noting, if you're new to massive, envelope 4 is by default mapped to the amplitude. So yeah, that's kind of important. Like if you bring down the level, you'll hear the difference. See? But bring it up. It's like sustained and shit. Right, so let's actually do the lasery thing. So we got just pretty normal square to saw wave. That's the default. I think I left it there. And I've mapped envelope 1 to the pitch. And I mapped it up 12. And how do you do that? So turn it off. I'll show you what I do. You go to, say, 1, because 1 it hasn't been used yet. You click the arrow dealies, and then you click there, and then by default it's at 0, so you click the number and drag it up to 12. There you have it, easy, and that makes the pitch go down according to this envelope. And you can see the shape of this envelope. Try and make that kind of shape, and if you change the decay, that's one of the more noticeable things, like... Wait. Like that's pretty quick and slow. It's not rocket science, is it? Just kind of play with the settings until you get the right sort of pitch downy thing you like. And that's the basic idea behind the laser, is it goes ba-doom, goes from high to low. Yeah, it's cool, right? So that's kind of a bit boring, like you put that in your first song and then you realise it's a bit shit and doesn't sound very good, so you need to add more complicated stuff to it. So what do you do? Let's stick another oscillator in. Boom. Left it default. Default's fine. And do the same dealy with the envelope on pitch. And here I've got the macro knob 2 mapped to it. And what that's doing is it's detuning it. Because detuning gives it character. That's like synthesis 101. Detune stuff, otherwise it'll sound boring. So how do you make that 2 dealy go there? Let's take it off and then I'll put it back on. Doing. And then you click the arrow and you click and then you just drag it up. Like I've got one, like when it's all the way wound over there, it's detuned by like 1.4 or something. That's like a pretty detuned, like you get quite a lot of mad shit happening. Whereas detuned a little bit, yeah. So detune, and then maybe you want a third oscillator. So click. And then, oh yeah, when you first use the oscillators, it's probably wound down like that. So you want to wind it up. So yeah, it's actually doing stuff. Just to like thicken it up a bit, I put the third oscillator 12 semitones up, which is 1 octave for you non-semitonal people. And yeah, stick the 1 there, 2, and just mix things up because I'm mad like that. I put the wavetable position over to the left. This is, of course, what I'm showing you now, a really basic laser, and I'll show you some more complicated ones with different sounds pretty soon. Then you got, not sure why that's there, but I wanted these oscillators going through just one filter, so I moved it up to 1. Guess you could do that. Probably won't change it. I'll leave it there just anyway. But yeah, basically move it to the top, goes through filter 1, to the middle, goes through filter 1 and 2, and then down to the bottom through filter 2. But we just want filter 1, and filter 1, turn it on, move it up to the top so it all goes through, and then mix, stick it at 1, so it basically goes into 1 and comes out at 1. So we ignore that. I chose Scream just to give it a bit of a piercing, atonal vibe, which sounds kind of screamy. And then I just played with the settings till it sounds cool. And yeah, without the filter. With filter. You see this kind of like a gritty, kind of a little bit subtle, but just kind of makes it a bit more non-musical and a bit more kind of grrr, which is cool in a laser. And yeah, that's that. And then we're pretty much there. Now it's just like, sounds like this. Wait, the whole time I had the reverb on, so just turn it off. So now it's effects, like you can do whatever you want to it. I thought phaser sound cool, so phaser off, phaser on. Gives it a bit of movement, a little bit of zero, which is kind of cool. And dimension expander, which is pretty obvious. Makes it bigger. And what's really cool is you can actually get a plugin for just this dimension expander bit, which is built into Massive. And I think it's on Steve Duda's BSOD free plugin thing. He basically found the source code for that and he gave it out in a free little plugin, and it's really good, so I suggest you just get it, because dimension expander is a quick and simple way of getting like mid-range or top end just wider without resorting to weird Haas effect or delays or anything a bit complicated. So yeah, just whack it up, maybe just play around, and then maybe you want some reverb. I chose this randomly. Pretty cool. And now if you press the buttons real quick, it sounds more mental. And that was probably real stuttery because of all the delays and shit in my computer, because I got a million programs running. But yeah, that's a basic idea behind a laser. Yeah, quick little overview. You got lots of oscillators doing stuff, and then you got some detuned, maybe bring one up or down an octave or two just to kind of thicken out the sound, and then throw in some filters to grit it up maybe. Then some effects, and that's all there is to it. I'll show you another tweaked version of the laser. Right. Let's go down. I've been making some new sounds. These are all my presets. New sounds. Let's try this. Right, see what's going on. That sounds a bit nicer. I think what I did is, I changed some of the what's it called? The voices. So that's Scrapyard and that's Flenders 3, and yeah, that's what I did, and it sounds different. So I found I'm doing a track with lasers at the moment, and I did actually do more processing to this, but whatever. And I found it's really cool to do like if you have like a laser line, like a riff of lasers, just to kind of mix up the sounds a little. So just change the voice, and you get different sounds, and all the same lasery stuff, like the pitch going down and the detuning, that all stays. And I'll just show you my other laser just because I can. Let's see what it sounds like. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that was Reducer and Magger. There's the laser. I'm sure I've rambled, but the mic sounds really cool. I just got a new mic. It is a Behringer B1, so it's like my first quote-unquote proper mic. So I thought, why not do more talking shit? That's what you know me for on these tutorial-y dealies. So yeah, check me out on the Facebook, and it's all in the link down below, and SoundCloud for tracks, Twitter for random shit, and I'm sure some of you ask for presets, you normally do, and I will actually stick these Alvin Risk laser presets up on my Only Likers tab on the Facebook page. So if you've liked the page, you should be able to find these presets, and if you can't find them, send me a message and send me a hate message for not getting around to it, but I will try and get around to doing it, because I gave out all my presets recently anyway, so you can ask me for them too. I'm making a load more ones for my new tracks, so I don't mind giving out all my old ones. So yeah, there's your tutorial. Now go make lasers and fuck shit up. Sweet. Later, skater.